This strange creature floating in the ocean is called a sea. Instead of just digesting their food, they keep the algae's chloroplasts alive inside their own cells and continue photosynthesis like a plant. That means these animals can literally survive using sunlight. An animal performing photosynthesis sounds illegal, but it's real, and scientists still don't fully understand how the slug stops those plant parts from breaking down inside its body. Now meet the electric eel, an animal that basically weaponized electricity. This fish can generate powerful electric shocks strong enough to paralyze prey instantly. But here's the science fiction part. Electric eels can also use weak electric fields like radar. They emit tiny electrical pulses and read how those signals bounce back to navigate murky water and detect hidden prey. They don't need vision. They scan their surroundings like living sonar. This animal here looks like a fluffy cartoon character, but the tardigrade might be Earth's ultimate life form. When conditions become hostile, it shuts down almost completely. No food, no water, no oxygen. Extreme heat, freezing cold, radiation, even the vacuum of space, tardigrades can survive all of it. They curl up into a dry state called a ton, wait for years, and then wake up when conditions improve. If humanity disappears, these tiny creatures will probably still be here. Now let's talk about the mantis shrimp, which apparently sees colors that don't exist for us. While humans have 3 types of color-detecting cells, mantis shrimps have up to 16. They can detect ultraviolet and polarized light that is completely invisible to us. Scientists believe they see a much richer light spectrum, possibly allowing them to recognize signals and patterns other animals can't. It's like living with built-in alien vision. This strange pink animal with a permanent smile is the axolotl, and it has regeneration abilities that feel straight out of a sci-fi lab. Lose its leg? It grows back. Lose parts of its spine, heart, or brain? Those regenerate too, without scarring. Even more shocking, axolotls can regenerate nerves and perfectly reconnect them. Researchers believe understanding this ability could change the future of human healing, but for now, axolotls remain biological wizards. This bird right here is the bar-tailed godwit, and it recently shattered what scientists thought was possible. It can fly non-stop for over 11,000 kilometers without landing, sleeping, or eating. No breaks. No refueling. It flies across entire oceans using fat stored in its body and perfectly timed wind patterns. Humans can't stay awake that long. This bird does it while flying across the planet. Now meet something that shouldn't logically exist, the immortal jellyfish. When injured or nearing death, it doesn't heal or escape. Instead, it resets its entire life cycle and turns back into a juvenile stage. Then it grows up all over again. This process is called transdifferentiation, and it essentially allows the jellyfish to escape death entirely unless eaten. It doesn't fight predators. It just refuses to age. This tiny insect is the bombardier beetle, an animal with its own chemical weapon system. Inside its body, it stores 2 harmless chemicals in separate chambers. When threatened, it mixes them, triggering a violent chemical reaction that produces an explosive, boiling spray aimed directly at its enemy. And somehow, the beetle doesn't destroy itself in the process. It's a living grenade with safety controls. Now look at the octopus, one of the smartest animals without a backbone. Octopuses can change color, texture, and shape instantly to match their surroundings.
But that's not the weirdest part.
Most of their neurons are located in their arms, meaning each limb can think and act independently. Imagine your arms making decisions without asking your brain. Scientists are still trying to understand how such distributed intelligence actually works. Finally, meet the wood frog, an animal that freezes solid during winter. Its body fills with ice.
The heart stops.
Blood stops flowing. Then spring arrives and it thaws back to life. The frog protects its cells by flooding them with glucose, acting like antifreeze. For months, it exists in a state between life and death. No machines. No tech. Just biology doing impossible things. When you hear stories like these, it's clear that science fiction didn't invent superpowers. Nature did. These animals don't break the laws of reality. They silently prove that reality is far stranger than anything we imagined.